All right, so I am here with Bernadine Russo. We are at the Canadian Lounge, and
Hi.
it's really, really good to have her here. We're going to have a little toast,
Fun
Mariana.
to be here. Fun to be here.
For those of you who don't know, Bernadine won the Santa Cruz 2018 Best of Life Coaches in Santa Cruz, and so we wanted to celebrate that achievement. You know, when I was doing a little reading up on her today, what I discovered was a 2017 runner-up award.
It's true. Silver Star.
Silver Star. So this year she got the gold, and I just wanted to be able to sit with you guys and have a quick conversation, and please forgive us for the informality of this whole process here.
Oh, it's good. It's perfect.
So tell me, what are we listening to here?
Babel Gilberto, and yeah, this is good stuff.
This is good stuff.
This is what I listen to when I'm like driving my car. I need to stay mellow because I generally have a lot of energy, and I need to bring it down a little bit, find a good flow, and this makes me feel good. It's good.
Well, I'm excited about that because now I think I'm going to add that to the lounge.
Please do.
I'm going to add that to the lounge station. And then I'm going to put Bernadine on there so that when you come in the door, I'm just going to put that on play and, hey, create the environment that you want.
Thanks.
So now talk to me. Tell me. So now last year you got runner-up. You received the silver.
Yes.
Okay. This year you got the gold.
Yes.
Were you disappointed last year that you didn't get the gold?
No, I didn't even know that was going to happen.
Okay.
I mean, in all modesty and humility, I've been coaching since 2011, and I used to be building my massage therapy practice. So I've been a massage therapist since 2001.
Okay.
And so I'm an entrepreneur by nature. I built my own massage practice. And I thought, okay, that took me about 3 years to build my practice to the point where I had a waiting list and people knew that I was a massage therapist. So, it should take about the same time, 3 or 4 years. And I read on it, it takes about 3 or 4 years to build up a business to a thriving, lucrative point. Maintaining, maintenance point. So I was like, okay, it'll take a few years. 2016 rolled around, 2015 rolled around, and it wasn't sustaining me. I was still doing massage. I still am doing massage.
Okay.
The difference now is that people know me as a coach. Obviously, apparently.
Right.
And I didn't, what's funny about Good Times is sometimes people will ask people to vote for them. They'll send out emails, will you vote for me, please? Or they'll promote themselves, this is what I'm up to. I'd love to get voted best. I didn't do any of that.
Wow, that's
Oh, no battery.
Come on, Kokoro.
There it is. It's still going.
Oh, excellent. Well, I'm glad we hit the low battery button there, but we're okay. That's an interesting point that you make because people do. I get solicited a lot during that time to make a vote for someone.
Yeah.
Fortunately for me, there are people who have businesses that I believe in.
Yeah.
So I'm
You're willing to do that.
Willing to do that for them.
That's usually who they ask, is
Right.
people who know them and trust them and know their business, and so it's not out of integrity. It's just they're making it happen. They're actively,
Right.
reaching for that. So I'm part of a leads group, so my leads group supports me. But then there's the people that I just know in the community, and whether they know me as a massage therapist, as a friend, or as a coach, or a neighbor, or whatever, they saw a life coach and they're like, oh, life coach Bernadine, for whatever reason, and it's not necessarily that they're clients of mine or that they're that I ask them to promote me as a coach. It's just that so there's something about being a coach, and I'll say more about the man who coached me, Hans Phillips, is that he really talks about, and this is what I talk to my clients about, is people will pay you for their essence, for your essence. So really, it's about who you're being in the world 24 hours a day. It's not who you're being as a coach. It's not who you're being as a massage therapist. It's not who you're being as a grocery store. It's all of that.
That's right.
Because it's who you be in the world that impacts what the world is becoming.
Right.
So really, encouraging people to be who they are at their authentic levels and practicing that myself, which is why I became a coach. I didn't become a coach because I was like, oh, I want to be a coach and a massage therapist. I'm like, everyone in Santa Cruz does that. I don't want to do that. So I wanted to do it my own way, and I wanted to do it in a way that was an integrity for me, and it was elicited from me. Like I really felt a calling to be a coach and to like make the world a better place through that vehicle, because there's lots of ways to do that.
Right.
And now the people that are hiring me have their own vehicles and their own inspiration and their own passion, and that's how I know who my clients are.
Right.
I'm like, you are going against the grain and against the odds and pushing the norms and riding the edges of like what this reality is imposing on us, and inspired to create your own.
Right on.
Those are my clients.
Right on.
And that's what I'm up to.
Okay. I'm a client too, okay? But only I'm going to have my lessons done here at the lounge.
Yeah, we're doing it right now. This is it.
So now I'm going to put you on the...
Put me on the spot.
There's so many questions that I want to ask.
Okay, is your phone going to last? We're low battery.
We'll find out. Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, we had a secret agent actually hooked us up with the power. I don't know if you noticed that or not. So we have power.
Look at that.
But what I want to do,
helpers.
though, exactly, I want to ask you to come back and to do a larger engagement with me.
I would love to.
A larger discussion with a group of folks here.
Sure.
We have something at the lounge that we do here frequently called the Share It Forward Speaker Series. And there, what we invite authors and subject matter experts to come into the space to give talks on the books that they've written or the workshops that they're creating.
Beautiful.
I'd love to be able to have you come in and introduce you to the lounge subscribers. But the other thing that I also want to see if I can get you to commit to as well is doing a workshop here.
Oh, I would love to.
You know, I think it will be very, very conducive for it. And I want to see that.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm really happy about the fact that I'm going to be able to refer people to you that are coming into the lounge.
Cool.
You know, one of the cool things, you know, what we're trying to do is we're trying to build a platform for coaches. And so what we want to be able to do is to be able to refer people to specific coaches. As a coach, you know that certain personality types work better together.
Sure.
It's just a feeling that you get. Being in the position that I'm in, I see a lot of the individuals that come through, and I'm able to say, you need to speak with Robin Holland.
Yeah.
You need to speak with Michael Neely. Oh, you need to speak with Jeff Hotchkiss.
That's right.
Oh, you know, you need to speak with Miss Kay. You know, because I'm able to see, you know, who they are, what they need, and I'm able to match them up in my mind with an appropriate coach.
Nice.
But the other thing that I also do is I want to be able to have a book available to them as well, so that they can actually go through and look through those coaches themselves. Because sometimes it may not be a recommendation; it may be more of an intuitive thing.
Sure.
Right. I do things through intuition, and so I want to be able to go through that resource and see what the universe is calling me to.
Really great.
Before I make a decision.
Awesome.
So this is good. So I want to thank you and congratulations on your award for 2018 Best of Coach. Must be pretty exciting. It must be pretty exciting.
Well, it's one more stripe on my, uniform, so to speak. It's one more star on my name. I mean, it's really fun to get to be known as a coach, because for a long time it's like, oh, Bernadine, she's a really great massage therapist. I'm like, stop saying that. I don't have any more room on my schedule, and I'm tired. I need a break. So now here I am as a coach, and I love it. It brings me so much life to support people, and I just had 2 clients recently sign up for year-long contracts, and
excellent.
They're up to amazing things.
Hello.
And I'm just like honored and so jazzed at the same time, because what they're up to is really like stealth transformation of Silicon Valley. And down in San Diego, when I was moving to San Diego. So there's this like healing arts, internal searching that people are after, because the physical material measurement of success is not working for people anymore.
Right.
It's not satisfying. It's not fulfilling.
It's not. See, and so for the last 20, I know a lot about that.
Yeah.
Because the last 23 years I spent in tech. Okay.
Exactly.
And so that's the professional world that I work in, and in the role that I play, I've been an executive coach for 15 years at that.
Great.
But the point that you make with respect to people being in transition,
Yeah.
knowing that they need some guidance, knowing they need some help, someone to help them make that transition, guide them down that path. It's great when you can make an introduction to someone like yourself who's really passionate about that and can really make an impact in their life. That's exciting.
It fires me up.
Yeah.
I'm like that's what I'm alive for. Like I really feel that sense of purpose like coursing through me.
Right.
And it's such a great reflection because I mean just like the being voted best of, it's like a reflection back to me like confirming, like you're showing up.
Right.
You're showing up, girl. You're doing your thing and you're being noticed and recognized. And that like it brings me to tears and it really is humbling and exciting and like it affirms that I'm on my path.
Okay, so now here's a question that I have for you.
All right.
So now tell me about the dark times.
Dark times? Oh yeah, I've been a single mom for 10 years. That's all I need to say about that. And I actually
a badass.
I actually created an online program for women going through divorce with young children. I was in an interview recently about that specifically. I do a Girls Rite of Passage program also. So that was a labor of love, starting a nonprofit program from the ground up. So there's a lot of...
Elsa, I hope you're listening to this, okay?
There's a lot of motivation and determination. And now that I'm in my 40s, I can't quite, push the envelope the way that I used to. And my health has suffered as a result. And that's something that I hear with a lot of coaches and people who build $1 million online businesses and get on big platforms is like health is a thing that you can't throw money at and you can't get back once you've lost it. I mean, it takes diligence and focus to do that, like really. And you can't just keep going full steam ahead and thinking that you can just,
Right. It's interesting that, we need discipline and focus to rid ourselves of all of the attachments and distractions, right? Because that's, as coaches, that's what we're doing. That's what you're doing. What I do is more possibility advocacy. So it's the pre-coach. It's like the warm-up coach. It's the, yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. Go to Bernadine. Okay.
Do it.
I get them all fired up and then I send them off to Bernadine.
Sure.
But it's, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to get a person to that point where they need to make that change. And once they've recognized that they need to make a change, to point them into the right direction of the correct resource.
Yeah. So what is it costing you? And are you sick of it yet? And are you ready to get beyond that place where you're settling?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this is Bernadine, you guys. We're going to have some champagne. A moment ago, I drank some champagne in the camera. I'm going to do it again today for the last time, but...
We're celebrating.
And isn't there some rule about not being able to drink on...
On what day?
On TV or movie. That's old news,
well, there's
right?
swearing and sex and all that too,
right?
But that happens. So.
All right, so we're gonna have to work on getting some product. We're gonna have to work on getting some product placement in this thing here. Like they do on TV. Thank you for coming by.
Thanks for having me. It was really great to meet you. I just met this guy for the first time, like a few minutes ago, and
Hey, sometimes it's not about us. Sometimes it's about things that are bigger than us, and when we're paying attention, we're in the flow.
We're in the vortex.
We're in the vortex. That's right. So my advice, I'm going to leave one piece of advice. I'll let you leave one piece of advice as well. What's the piece of advice you want to leave? The advice that I would like to leave is step into the flow. Okay, so you can sit on the sideline and wait for the wave, or you can step into your flow. Step into your flow, and just whatever happens. Just get up and do it again.
All right, that's a good one. So my piece of advice is stop telling other people how they should be and go be the person that you think they should be.
Now that's the best note to end it on. Thank you so much. If they can do it in the White House, we can do it here. Love you guys. We'll see you soon.